remember in Ayrton's last years, he was always sort of spoken that he was representing more than himself. When he got onto the podium, he was representing his country, he was representing the poor, he was representing the kids that he wanted to represent in Brazil. A lot of people said if he'd lived, he might have gone on to be president of Brazil, something like that. Can you see how that would have brought more to his racing, that it's brought more to you, more mindfulness?
Of course, I think as you get older, you empathize more with, you start to understand people, and the, you know, everyone going through their own journey. And I watched Ayrton as a youngster, and I definitely as a kid didn't understand or could appreciate where he was in life because I hadn't been there. And so, but he, you know, he had such a huge impact. I mean, he moved, really was he moved the whole nation, you know, and not only a nation, but people around the world. He, you know, touched me so deeply and motivated me to want to go and do what he did. And now I'm of a similar age with him when he passed, and I'm more aware of my surroundings. I see everything that's happening around the world. And what I don't know, you know, what we don't know is how many days we have left. We don't really know, you know, like I don't assume that I'm going to live to 90 years old. So I want to make sure I maximize every single day that I have and try not to get stressed if I can avoid it. Try to be healthy, try to find a nice balance where I get to enjoy, but then I see the people that I get to follow me, and if I can help lift their days up as they lift me up on the days that I'm not having the best of days, then you can have a nice kind of equilibrium.
Yeah. When you look at where the sport was when you started in it to where it is now, and I know you haven't seen the change that you would have liked to see in that time, and then we look at what you have achieved so far in the sport, but what you are achieving in terms of your statistics, you know, rewriting records that we never thought would be rewritten. You've just, I think, leveled Jim Clark with the percentage of wins to race starts, puts you third of all time. You know, you could take your 7th world title this year. What means more to you now? Is it those records, or is it having the opportunity to actually write a new future for this sport?
I am the only black driver here for whatever reason. I don't know why I was chosen to be able to do what I do in the car, and it wasn't somebody else. You know, things have happened along the way in my life, and I don't think it's a coincidence that I'm in the position I'm in today. But yes, there was a point I was like, geez, just me being here is not enough. I've got to speak up. I could do more. If I was to have retired a year ago, nothing would have really maybe nothing would have changed. I don't know. But what I love to see right now is there is this awakening. There are people slowly, still not like everyone. You still have a lot of these teams that have not saying anything and hold themselves accountable. There's still a lot of people out there, but it's finding the balance and how you engage those people. And yes, I hope in 10 years, you know, I don't want it to be a 20 years time. I hope in a short space of time we can see change. And I'm seeing people already. You're seeing Chase and the sport. You're seeing Jean, who's you know, I've had a chat with, and who has hired a lady from Jamaica who's now working on the diversity campaign for the FIA. So you're seeing things, but we need to stay on them. And that's, I guess, part of my job being here, I think. And that means more to me, because if I'm able to look back in years' time and think, yeah, I won championships, but I was a part of helping shift the outlook of this sport and making it more accessible to people all over the world. I think that would be a great thing to be a part of.
Would you swap the 7th title for that?
For the change? Sure.